Hey, everybody. It's me, Mike. How's everybody doing? Because I'm watching Gardner Minshew be terrible. Great start to the day, everybody. Welcome to Sunday Live. I am Mike from the Fantasy Footballers. I am dressed appropriately as I mourn Gardner Minshew and all of the places that I have him and where I have him in my rankings. But hey, that's fantasy football. Welcome in to Sunday Live. Like I said, we're going to go through the news, some of these last-second start-sit questions, work through the process. Think of this as your Sunday morning therapeutic session before we flip into the upside down and the abyss that awaits us all. Also, happy holidays, everybody. It's Christmas time. It's Christmas time, Brooks. I don't know if you knew that.
You've made it very clear.
I just want to make sure that you know.
Thanks, Mike.
Keep me updated here on this Jacksonville game so that if Gardner throws a touchdown, I can be somewhat okay. But until then, let's go through the news. So the big ones were somehow it was like rumors were going around yesterday late that Mahomes might play. Stop it. He'll be back next week. Patrick Mahomes is out. Also out, James Conner, and now the truths are starting to come out with James Conner injury. He might miss multiple weeks. Schefter is reporting that the Steelers did in fact inquire about Le'Veon Bell after the injury. So hopefully it's just 2 weeks for him. Jalen Samuels gets that massive bump up. With James Conner out and Benny Snell missing the next couple weeks. Let's see. What do we got? Oh, Trey Carson is out. If you held on to Ty Johnson through the tumult of the week, as I was out on him and his prospects. You don't drop a starting running back. This is why you don't drop starting running backs. So now I was out. I'm back in on Ty. I think he should have good fantasy value. Let's see. Davante Adams is expected to play. That's fantastic news. Let's see more important ones. Let's see. Oh, yeah, Chris Herndon's playing. Chris Herndon's playing, Brooks. What do we think of that? Brooks, stop taking your headphones off. What are you doing over there?
I got to check the audio on the
Yeah, but I'm trying to talk to you.
I apologize. That's classic Adam Gase for you.
Yeah, so Chris Herndon, Adam Gase said he doubts he's going to play. Now that he's active, Adam Gase says, I doubt that he's going to play a lot. I have no idea what to do with that. Reading the b-hole is a dangerous thing to try and do, as they say. So let's get into it, ladies and gentlemen. Tyler wants to know Marlon Mack or Derrick Henry. All right, we're coming out of the gates hot. I like both of these players. So Derrick Henry gets the matchup against Carolina. Marlon Mack, let's see. Oh, yeah, taking on Pittsburgh. Man, with T.Y. Hilton out, it does hurt the offense. I lean Derrick Henry by the slightest of margins. I think Tennessee will be able to move the ball. So I'm going to go with Derrick Henry in this one. Clayton, first time making it to one of these. Welcome in. Let's see. Jason's getting upset about Carlos Hyde, so I'm guessing that he just scored or something. Maybe? I don't know. I don't have the game in front of me. Okay, Jonathan wants to know Davante Adams or Cole Beasley. All right, so let's get into this Davante Adams. I just said he's active. There was video of him running in pads, which, that's whatever. He looked like he was fine when he was running. Then there was a video of him leapfrogging a man. I don't know if you saw this, but generally when my foot hurts, I don't attempt to leapfrog a man. Maybe a barrel, perhaps a chair or a stool, but not a man. I'm in. Look, Davante Adams, he's back. He's in. He's the number one for Aaron Rodgers, who is playing fantastic. If you've been sleeping in a cave like Jay Grizz over the past couple weeks, well, Jay Grizz he's been out in a muck because of the sickness running rampant through the fantasy footballers headquarters. But Aaron Rodgers is playing great. So Davante Adams, if he's in my lineup. Alex in a half-point PPR says Chris Herndon or Tariq Cohen. Tariq Cohen, not a player you are happy with recently, but look, when you look into the brown eye, I'm not sure what he's telling us. I don't speak fluent in that particular native tongue, but I'm not playing Herndon. If there's only full desperation, and Tariq Cohen's pretty close to full desperation these days, but I would play him over Chris Herndon. Let's see. Cody, Davante Adams or Tyrell Williams? I'm playing Davante Adams over Tyrell Williams. All right. Jonathan Stamos. Is this the John Stamos from Full House fame and collect call commercials from the early 90s? I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it's not. I choose to believe that it is. But he wants to know. Keenan Allen or Courtland Sutton? Yes, Keenan Allen has been incredibly disappointing. He has that tough matchup against the Packers. Or, well, I guess it's tougher for running backs. It's kind of flipped. Well, we don't really know, actually. Now that I'm remembering everything, all the recall is coming back. The Packers were bad against the run, good against the pass. That's kind of flipped in the past month or so. Regardless, the real point to make here is about Courtland Sutton. What do we do with Courtland Sutton now, who was playing fantastic football, really looked like he had leveled up. He had Joe Flacco, who we make fun of. Yeah, it's fun to make fun of Joe Flacco. Look, it just is. You've done it. I've done it. Even Brooks has made fun of Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco has made fun of, Brooks has made fun of 3 people his entire life. And Joe Flacco is one of those people because it's fun to do. Hey, Joe. I'm sure Joe Flacco's watching. But with Brandon Allen, what is Courtland Sutton? I'm going to do this face again. That's a very tough decision for people who are playing Courtland Sutton. Keenan Allen, that's an easy one. I'm going to play Keenan Allen with Phillip Rivers over Courtland Sutton. But for the most part, just to speak to my process with Courtland Sutton, I'm going to play him. I'm not looking at the waiver wire. I'm not, like, for example, I'm not going down looking at this matchup of, Demaryius Thomas and he's taking on Miami. Devontae Parker's been pretty good. He's taking on the Jets. I'm not scraping the waiver wire. I'm not taking the peanut butter jar, getting the knife, doing the 2-finger grip at the tip of the knife just so I can get that last little piecemeal of peanut butter. I'm not doing that. I'll play Courtland Sutton. Brooks, is that clear how I'm treating Courtland?
Yeah.
Now, like, if I open up the peanut butter jar, it's fresh. I just took off the safety seal. It's there. It's smooth on the top. It is not disturbed. If I have a player like that, I will play him over Courtland Sutton. All analogies will be peanut butter based on this Sunday Live. Welcome in. This is the content I know you're here for. Sunday Live, Mike from the Fantasy Footballers. Want to remind everybody, our studio, the studio sponsor. Being a weatherman is harder than you would think. Like this. Thank him for helping us keep the lights on. Pristine Auction, best sports memorabilia site on the internet. Use the code BALLERS when you sign up. I think it's $5 towards your first purchase. And they got all the stuff you need. All right. Back to the question. D-Jax is back. I guess that's worth talking about. It looks like DeSean Jackson is going to play. Was he an expected or is he an in, Brooks?
He's in.
He's in.
Yes, he's active.
Would I play him? Heck yes, I would. Look, the Eagles, we saw it in week 1. I'm not going to be left holding that bag again. If D-Jax goes out and he's still hobbled, so be it. But I'm playing him. The matchup against the Bears, I get it. But I'm still playing him. Next question is from Ryan, who says Singletary or Golden Tate. Now, Jason is feeling himself some Singletary. I like the player a lot. I'm just not so sure about the situation of Buffalo this week. Like, I think by the end of the year, Singletary can take that job. But it's Frank Gore. He's infinite. He just keeps playing forever and ever, and guys cannot pass him. Last year it was Kenyon Drake. Like Kenyon Drake, who came out and had that game on Halloween night against the Niners defense. That guy couldn't surpass Frank Gore. Now, there was a b-hole involved in that situation. Seems like that whenever there's something stinks, Brooks, whenever it stinks, what's there, Brooks?
There's a b-hole present.
That's right. Only the classiest of jokes on this Sunday Live. Hey, Ma. Hope you're proud. But anyways, my point was Frank Gore. I'm not doing the bet like this is the week. This is it. I'm calling the shot. I will not be Babe Ruthing any Devin Singletary. Once I see it, then I will acknowledge it. But so I'm playing Golden Tate. The answer to that question. I'm being very long-winded today. All right. Next question. Brady or the Mono Man? This is from Dan. So I get it. Sam Darnold playing the Dolphins. Tom Brady against the Ravens. Tom Brady has not been doing amazing things recently. Let's see. I got Tom Brady currently at 11 and the Mono Man at 13. The upside is there for the Mono Man, but man. Yeah. Even though, I got Brady 2 spots ahead, I'm okay with making the play for Sam Darnold if that's what you want to do. I would play Tom Brady. Next question is from Nick. Nick wants to know, Philip Lindsay or Austin Ekeler? Okay, so the firing of Ken Wisenhunt in Los Angeles is a conundrum for what's going to happen with Austin Ekeler and Melvin Gordon. Could be status quo. I can't imagine that's the probability with Coach Lynn moving on from Ken Wisenhunt. You would think, I don't want the status quo anymore. So does that mean more Melvin Gordon, less Austin Ekeler? It's hard to say for sure. That's something that will kind of spill out this week. Or you get Philip Lindsay against the Cleveland Browns. Philip Lindsay, though, dragging the weight that is his quarterback who should not be starting an NFL game right now at this point of his career. Oh, I wish I knew the scoring format, because if it was PPR, I would go Ekeler. If it was half point, I'd probably still. You know what? I'm going Ekeler, regardless. I don't know, unless it's standard. So not regardless, not fully, but any scoring format where you get something for the catch, I'm going to go with Austin Ekeler. Next question is from Rican Rivers. Josh or Lamar? Okay, Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson. I do like Josh Allen a good bit this week. Well, hold on. The screen is doing something. Oh, sorry. I had the NFL game, like, I couldn't really see it, and it seemed like the turnover here for Jacksonville. So, maybe Gardner can score. Maybe. All right. Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson. Apologies for my seeing a squirrel there. I would play Josh Allen against Washington. Lamar Jackson he's the hot question this week. What do you do with Lamar Jackson? If I have someone like Josh Allen, Stafford, I'm going to play him. I wanted to play Gardner ahead of him, and that's really not working out. So, but Lamar Jackson, man, against the Patriots, it's a really big test for him. If he comes out and balls, I'm never doubting Lamar Jackson again. But for now, I'm going to doubt him, and I'm going to play Josh Allen ahead of him. Next, we have Carson Wentz or Lamar Jackson. All right, so in that circumstance, I'm going to play Lamar. Carson Wentz gets the Chicago Bears. I would rather, and he's just been, fine, like 10 to 12-ish. DeSean Jackson is back, of course, but I'm going to play Lamar Jackson over Carson Wentz. Next question is, I missed the name, but it was Jalen Samuels or Jordan Howard. Andy is feeling the Jordan Howard love this week. I get it. taking on Chicago. Chicago's actually been very leaky against fantasy running backs as of late. Revenge game, all of that is built into it. But Jalen Samuels, man, it's hard to bet against a starting running back for the Pittsburgh Steelers when he's the guy. Like, James Conner's out. Benny Snell is out. Jalen Samuels might play 100% of the snaps for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I mean, it's not a great matchup against the Colts, but I'm still going to roll with that volume. Give it to me. Give me Jalen Samuels. That's where I'm going. The next question is from HUD Dreams. Did you already cover Adams? He was good to go. Yeah, for the people who are just joining the stream, Davante Adams, he's expected to play. Right, Brooks?
Yes, sir.
Okay, expected to play. I'm playing him. I'm treating him like he's going to play. Let's go. Davante Adams time. Daniel Rodriguez wants to know Juju or Tyrell Williams in a full-point PPR. Man, all right. Juju or Tyrell Williams. Tyrell Williams just can't stop scoring. I mean, it's pretty amazing what he's doing, and he's in that matchup that we all love this week, that matchup of Oakland against Detroit. Juju gets the Colts. I'm going to play Juju by a hair. I mean, Tyrell Williams certainly has touchdown regression coming for him, and Juju has been perfectly fine. So that's where I'm going to go. Did Gardner throw a pick now? I don't like it, Brooks. I don't like it. I wish I could pour one out for Gardner and me right now. My goodness. All right, Joe. I gotta elevate. Give me a shot of testosterone, Brooks. Let's go. Joe, DJ Moore or DeSean Jackson. Curtis Samuel is expected to play. We've had quite the ride with Curtis Samuel, wide receiver for the Panthers over this week, where he was kind of banged up. Then he was good to go full practice, and then he did not practice on Friday, but now we think he's going to play. DJ Moore was kind of interesting if he was going to have to be force-fed a little bit more targets. I would shift, over to Greg Olsen a little bit. But DJ Moore or DeSean Jackson is a very fair question. Let's see. DJ Moore, right now, I have him ranked. Where are you at, Moore? I have him at 24. So he's just on the fringe. He's just on the fringe. And then, that's basically where DeSean Jackson is landing these days as well. I think D-Jax has the bigger upside. They're both risky plays. I'm going to go with D-Jax. How would you do that one, Brooks?
D-Jax or who? Sorry.
D-Jax or DJ Moore?
Man.
Yeah, there's a very, very close one.
I'd go DJ Moore.
Oh, well, okay.
You asked.
I did. I should not have. So now this nice person there, we're split. We're split on him. Okay, Andrew wants to know Herndon or Ben Watson. I would go with Ben Watson. Herndon, I don't know, man. I'm not willing to make the play yet of Herndon. I would rather be wrong with him on my bench than wrong with him in my lineup. I'll say it that way. That's how I'm treating it. All right, Watkins or Curtis Samuel in a half-point PPR. Patrick Mahomes is not playing. It will be the backup yet again against Minnesota. The Lizard King has been... I wonder if we add up Sammy's points from week 2 on, will it add up to his week 1 output?
Probably not.
Goodness. And then, or Curtis Samuel. Now, if you want to tilt with me, both of these guys will be in my lineup against Jason, which perhaps you want to ride the Jason curse. I would be real happy. Real happy if the Jason curse could continue. I feel like my roster is a curse breaker for what has happened to Jason with both Watkins and Curtis Samuel. If I got to play just one of them, so Curtis Samuel gets Tennessee. And Sammy Watkins gets Minnesota. I would play Curtis. I don't feel great about it, but I would play Curtis over Sammy Watkins. I mean, the Lizard King, man. What's going on there? We got Coleman wants to know. Oh, he's talking about my peanut butter players. Here comes some PB analysis, Brooks. Courtland Sutton or Davante Parker. Oh my gosh. Brooks, and I can't with this one. Take it over. Brooks, Courtland Sutton, or Davante Parker?
Sutton.
Thank you. You are really a Sutton believer, though.
Yeah.
I remember I drafted him late in the listener league, and Brooks came in. He's like, Courtland Sutton.
He's good.
Get it. All right. That one's on Brooks. Thank you for joining me for a very bizarre edition of Sunday Live. I blame Gardner Minshew for my current state and emotions, but I thank you for joining me. I know there's a lot of things you could be doing. Reminder, check out jointhefoot.com. That gives you access to our flex rankings, a bunch of cool tools that we just keep adding to it. We keep making it even better and better. And you get an extra show every week. It's just your way of supporting the show and our way of supporting you. Let's see, Keenan Allen or Robbie Anderson. I'm going to go with Keenan Allen. This should be a nice situation for Robbie Anderson against Miami. I believe that the breakout could happen this week. We covered that ad nauseum on the podcast. Michael wants to know Cole Beasley. Oh, he called him Cole Beastly, Brooks. Beastly.
I like it.
Or DeSean Jackson. Scoring format matters a lot in this one. Cole Beasley has been a touchdown machine in the past couple weeks, so it's pretty funny. Or D-Jax. I'm going to play DeSean Jackson. I'm going down that way. I'm going down with D-Jax. Apparently I'm playing him everywhere. Another Michael wants to know Hunter Henry or Evan Engram. That's a nice problem to have. And I got Hunter Henry against Green Bay. I got him one spot ahead of Evan Engram. I know it's nice to have the two tight end options, but you really should look at moving one of those guys, getting an upgrade to a running back or a wide receiver. You certainly could do it with one of those players. All right, final question, and then I got to get out of here, start working some more on the rankings. Hit the labs. Wow. All right, I'll do two more because this one's insane. Jalen Samuels or OBJ in a full-point PPR. Holy Toledo. I mean, Jalen Samuels should catch 4 to 5 passes. I mean, that's got to put him ahead of Beckham when you add in all the other work and a safe target floor. I'm going to go with Jalen Samuels. Woof. Woofda. All right. So, last question. Bryant wants to know Deontay Johnson or Anthony Miller. I'm going with Deontay Johnson. I don't know what's going on with Anthony Miller. Trubisky seems to only target Allen Robinson. Anthony Miller had the juiciest matchup a couple weeks ago against like a backup for New Orleans. He didn't get targets until it was just absolute garbage time. So I'm going to go with Deontay Johnson, who just keeps being the master of the broken play. So that's going to do it for this edition of Sunday Live. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for listening to the podcast. We really appreciate your support. Good luck. But remember, if you're tilting and you're upside down, I'm going to be there with you. And also, you never forget this. Brooks, I know you were forgetting this morning. I could see it in your eyes. You forgot.
You got me.
You forgot to keep it beautiful. Mwah. Goodbye, everybody. See you tomorrow.